Hi there. Name's Jack Buttercrunch. Were you wondering what cameras were announced at CP Plus? CPP Plus? Let's talk.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So there were several interesting releases. We're gonna give you a nice balanced overlook, my opinion, a nice little compliment sandwich on each little thing that was announced, starting with the Fuji X100 VI. That's gotta be nice for photographers, huh? They get a little flip-up screen. Photography-centric. Boom, look at you, viewfinder. Not a lot has changed, but 40 megapixels on an APS-C sensor, what would be bad about that? Not one thing, I bet. I honestly don't know why that camera went viral to where it was like not able to be bought anywhere. The first one, the last generation, Mark V. And it could not be found, and people were charging like $1,000 more than what it was at launch, and people would buy it. I don't know, like it just looked kind of nice with the vintage. Do people care that much what your camera looks like? It's honestly the last thing on my list. It's kind of cool when a camera looks nice, but like I'm always in front of the camera. I guess that's why I don't care, but people like carry it around and they're just looking like, did you see that photo I just took? It was with this. It's cool, huh? The silver out. No one cares, but whatever. Just 40 megapixels. It's gonna have terrible video, so it's not a video guy, and it's a fixed lens. You're 35 mil. Why not make that the full frame? Like, there's no interchangeable mounts. You don't have to worry about like, okay, we're not going full frame, or make it medium format, something like that. Little Sony RX1 competitor. Why wouldn't they have gone full frame? They could have done it. Whatever. It's not for me, and I don't care about it. It's the dumbest release ever. So Sigma, they were busy, huh? 15 mil fisheye 1.4 and a 500 mil Tony 5.6 telephoto. Now, honestly, the fisheye, that's not my league either. I don't think one announcement was geared towards vlogging hobos. It was just like, okay, we have this landscape, astrophotography, super bright, it's heavy, but you don't mind because you're on a tripod. Okay, could I vlog with it? I probably could. It sounds heavy, like 1,300 grams. It's like, ow, on that one, but whatever. It'd probably be pretty stable. Fisheye lenses are better for the warpy corners. I've noticed it. On the Olympus 8mm 1.8, it was like, not so bad. It waved in another way. It was like a horizon warp, but okay, so you have a super fast and super sharp thing, rear filters. I don't know, it just seems so overkill and heavy. The 500 mil, that's more intriguing. It's just, in my opinion, I've watched a couple reviews, it looks sharp as heck, might have a slight amount of 3D pop, but barely detectable. But so you have a prime, Sony has none. It's just not really that long. 500 mil. Most Sony wildlife shooters have the 200 to 600. Imagine getting the prime now. Much lighter and sharper probably, but you lose 100 mil and you're now Sigma Stabe. I haven't seen any good reviews pointing out the fact that Sigma and Sony don't sync IBIS and lens Stabe together. So it's gonna work fine for photos, but for video, might be another story, and it's just not much reach. It's not on my radar, because I'm looking for a Sony Prime wildlife, and I would want an 800 mil. If this was an 800 Tony 8 Sigma, I'd be like, I might even be considering that. But like, will the Stabe sync? That's what I want to know, and why doesn't it? Can you not just talk, have one meeting? So would I buy either of those? No. But not bad. Not terrible releases. Interesting. Something a little different. Sony does not have that 500 mil lens, so at least it's something different. It's not competing, and some people might like that. Certain wildlife, you need that focal length. And there's elephants and shit, and they're big, and it's like 500's perfect for me. So good for you. I forgot to mention, whoever designed that Sigma lens, any of this could be in focus. This is how you carry a telephoto lens, and every single reviewer so far has complained that it's too close to the body. You can barely squish little fish hands into there. If the reviewers know that, how did the engineers not know it? Little tiny Japanese elves making these lenses. They're like, fits fine. Fits fine. It's a fit fine. Why don't you just make it comfortable? It should be nice, like rubberized thing in here. Put some class into it. I'm in focus now. May the tone be with you. Sony 24-50 2.8. The biggest thing I'm seeing from the community is like, who asked for that lens? The answer is not a damn soul, but there's no real but to that, because the focal length, it's not very long. There's already 24-70. If you're in that type of world, it's a lot cheaper and lighter than that, and still like as sharp. If you were sitting down and you were like, let's invent something unique here, it would not be that. It would not be that. Imagine a 15-24 Tony 2. That would be very unique. Probably too big and impossible, but like if you saw that, you'd be like, wow, someone really thought. Like, I know it's not much range, but 15 ultra wide to 24, and it's Tony 2, holy, or even a 2 to 2.8, something like that. It's like, wow, that's pushing the envelope here. This is just kind of very boring and not much. I don't know. I don't like zoom lenses personally, so like, I'm a prime guy, prime time. But with that lens, you're getting 0 3D pop, a small range, 2.8, pretty sharp, pretty versatile. It zooms out really far on the wide end for some reason. Imagine that you're vlogging, that thing's poking you in the eye, then you zoom it back out. Oh, I get 50. Where's the 70? Oh no. And then people are complaining that their portraits are sucked in your nose. You get Rat Boy up to your camera and he's licking the lens. It's not a great release. And Fuji finally announced their 16-50, 2.8 to 4.8. This is the upgrade to the greatest kit lens ever made. Is he gonna walk through my shot? Yep, right through it, eh? No problem. No problem at all. Yeah, at least he realized it when it was too late. Far too late. Fuji. The 18-55 is known as the greatest kit lens of all time. 2.8 to 4. It's like nobody else is doing that. Every other kit lens is like 3.5 to 5.6. Not great. And that thing was super sharp, and it had optical stabe, and it actually worked with Fuji IBIS. It was like the most stable you could get. Whereas like the 16-80 also had OIS, but it did not sync at all, and it was super shaky. So that 18-55 was fantastic. And now they made it wider, 16-50, so it's a little wider, which is nice, but now less telephoto. Your 2.8 to 4 turned into a 2.8 to 4.8, so you're slower Tonys on the long end, and you get less. That's bad news. 55 f4, Tony 4, would give you like a certain compression, and then now you only have 50, 24.8. Ouch. And you lose optical stabe. And this is the upgrade to the kit lens. Wow. Just buy them up now, the old kit lenses, and buy a warehouse if you can and just fill it. I can't believe it. Like, if you had announced that the old kit lens was your new one, guarantee you, people would be like, that's so much better. Oh my God, we get 55 on the long end, Tony 4, optical stabe, what? So like, we're reversing in time. Am I out of the shot yet? What a bad release. Will it be sharper? Probably. No one cares. Last release. An interesting choice. Panasonic 28-200. 24-7.1 macro optical stabe. Here's what I'm gonna say about that. If you're a basic bitch and you're wanting like versatility, and you have your Panasonic S5 II and that lens, you're traveling around, you technically would not need anything else. It's lightweight, it's small, it's compact. 28mm, you're vlogging. 200mm compression. Anything in between, you're taking photos, you're doing video, slow motion with manual focus, unfortunately. Not bad. Not bad. Would I buy it? Hot damn no. The super zooms are the worst quality. It's the antithesis to 3D pop. You want a nice 3D pop, you get the prime. If you don't care about that, or you think it doesn't exist for some reason and you're in some other dimension, you're in 2D over here and you just straight lines everywhere and you walk into walls and you can't get through any doorway because it's 3-dimensional space, you go for the super zoom. Very convenient. It's almost like a bridge cam, but full frame. Full frame bridge cam with not a ton of reach, but more than you're usually getting on one lens. I could see people just having that and nothing else. Maybe one nice prime in the bag, in the knapsack there. I wouldn't buy it, but if I saw someone with it, I would be like, yeah, that's a decent choice for you. I'm sure you'll be very happy. Very happy. So, I don't know, man. CP Plus, I should have looked up the actual name of the conference. It's a place where people release the junk before the good stuff, hopefully. That's what we're hoping happened. Because not a lot came out. We're waiting for fun stuff. Nobody would risk their best hand on a CP event. So it's like, we're all playing poker. It's like, okay, I'm folding here, but here's this. Here, have some of my chips. So like, everything sucked. And there's nothing coming in the future. Where was the Nikon Z6 III? When's that coming? Hopefully that steals a show somewhere. And some new Sony announcements, that could be cool. Canon cinema cams. There's a lot of potential fun to be had, but it's most likely just we're waiting. Literally in a pool, waiting and staying and trying not to die. We're not reaching for shore to save ourselves and climbing mountains and what's the next best thing. We're just trying not to die as we're circled by sharks, which are smartphones. AI smartphone sharks. Hopefully we get over the fear. Just somebody toss some raw meat that way, sharks go there, we go on to shore and invent something fun. Someone's bound to do it. So, I'm leaving. I can't tell you what I'm filming on, but you'll see in future episodes me debating buying this and then buying it and then seeing it cheaper. I might as well tell you that part. I just bought it for $615, this lens. 3 days later, I saw it for $400 on Kijiji and open to offers. So probably $350. And hot damn, I hate my life. But we have it and I will leave now. How you doing? What was your favorite release? Are you buying them? All through my affiliate links. They're down there, aren't they? Oh, they are. I'll go. Subscribe for more videos. I'll see you next. Was I in focus? That tree better not have let me down. Not that I focused on it. I'll go. Over here.